Alright. Here we go again. Starting up day... Well, actually no, this is continuation of day 3 of episode 5 of Ace Attorney 3. God, it really is a fucking amalgamation of letters and numbers and things. Anyways, yeah. Sorry, starting a little late again. Not particularly late, but a little bit late. I could have been on time, but just having a bit of a slow day today. Not like a bad slow day, more like just a little sluggish. I mean, I did just, I tried out, I've been cleaning up a lot, and, the time that I was not just empty-mindedly watching House MD, I tried out Night Rain again. Give it a couple runs, and actually this time I solo beat Gladius, and I'm quite happy about that because the first try felt fucking impossible, but I'm starting to get a grasp on how the game functions and how the rhythm goes, and next step would be to try multiplayer on it, and I'm kinda fucking scared. I mean, I know the basics of it. I think as long as I just follow... Well, then again, I shouldn't follow leader. What if the leader is dumb? Blind leading the blind is not a very good strategy. But then again, I guess there's no harm in losing either, so... Anyways, sorry, that's neither about here nor there, because this is a Ace Attorney day. Well, stream. I haven't played Wilds yet today. I don't know if I will. I might take a day off from them. Things getting a little too... I'm getting a little too obsessed about that, I think. And the festival is about to end, so I should capitalize on that and get my last spears. But also, apparently, with all the posts I've been seeing online, they're soon to announce the DLC. I don't know, does that mean that they're announcing the release date of it, releasing the contents of it, or some of the contents of it? Of course, they're not gonna show the entire. Alright, so we're gonna start with this many missions with this many monsters and this kind of things. Anyways, I am rambling. But supposedly during summer they should have the I'm pretty sure they're gonna have like some kind of Capcom thingy where they show something of the DLC. I'm gonna try to absolutely avoid it, but I need to sign up from all the Monster Hunter subreddits, or like mark them as I don't want to view anything from here, which kind of sad because I can actually see some pretty good posts. A lot of them I don't get because I haven't played the older games, but like, yeah. God. Today was also my ninth cake day already, and I fucking hate that, actually. Anyways, February 9th, 3:43 a.m., Hottie Clinic Intensive Care Unit. There's Phoenix on his laptop. I'm still up at this hour reading through the trial record of a certain case. It's the first case my mentor, Mia Fey, had ever handled in a court of law. Oh boy, are we gonna go through that case? Gonna have like a run-through of it? Like a full episode about it? Because I was having an episode about it.
The horrifying truth that I refuse to accept is holding me hostage here within its pages. Dahlia Hawthorne. What I have read, I don't want to believe. What is written here, this isn't the Dahlia I knew. After falling into Eagle River, I was somehow miraculously saved. But I ended up catching a cold that seemed to knock me around the world and back.
I have never heard that phrase, but doesn't really give the impression that I maybe want from it.
I feel dizzy, my ears are ringing, my throat burns, and my head is on fire. But I will recover. I have to recover by this afternoon. I have to meet with the most ill-tempered witness imaginable.
Wait, is Larry coming back to court still?
But I know that he will be able to help me with him, somehow.
Why would Larry be back? I thought we already extracted all information from him. February 9, 2:43 p.m., Dusky Bridge. Right, are you sure you're well enough to be doing this? Oh wow, we're actually... Huh. You still look a little green in the face.
Well, maybe read it in artist speak. Actually, my fever has gone down quite a bit. How's the temperature now? Only 102... 102.2 degrees, nothing to worry about. If that's in Celsius, he has literally boiled himself alive.
Good for him, actually.
Anyway, I read today's trial record. You weren't bad at work. Pretty impressive despite the circumstances.
We're not in the clear yet. The main point of contention tomorrow is going to be the murder weapon.
Yeah.
In the end, the Shikishido did not deliver the deadly blow, which means there must be another sword hiding out there that we don't know about.
Another sword, huh? Don't you worry about a thing, pal. I'll dig up the murder weapon myself, or I'll eat my coat.
I wonder which one is stronger. All the disease on that coat, or Gumshoe's, you know, internal system. I don't know.
Thanks again, Edgeworth. I will handle things from here.
Huh. That is probably for the best. Well, he doesn't have the badge anymore. Actually, I was thinking about paying the old precinct a little visit. There's something I want to look into. He's gonna go cut Gumshoe's salary again.
And that is?
Our client's background. Naturally.
You mean Iris, sir?
I have the feeling that we've met before. All I want is confirmation, one way or the other. And since I probably won't be getting that from you...
I'm sorry, Edgeworth.
I bid you adieu, right? Take care.
Guess I should get moving too.
Have we saved Maya yet? Isn't today supposed to be the... No, it's not. Maya is only one... yeah, Maya is 2 days. It's trapped there. She probably doesn't even know what's going on. Like, most likely.
Why? Do you need to be somewhere? Yeah, I've got to get work on this bridge, pal.
You need to fix the bridge?
I'm rigging something up so we can get across to the other side. Ah, that's right. Maya is still stuck over at the inner temple.
Oh, God. Okay, knowing Gumshoe's handicraft skills, is it better to just, like, tightrope it all the way across this, you know, bridge? With what's currently there, or die of tetanus halfway through? Of a rusty nail that was just, like, in the fucking dead set middle of the bridge. Poking upwards. Well, we'll see.
Don't you worry, pal. As soon as it's all said, you'll be the first to know. Thank you, Gumshoe. No problem, pal. Just try not to give me that cough of yours, okay? Alright, I'm off.
Off he vanishes.
Hang in there, Maya. We'll get you out, I promise. But in the meantime, I've got to continue collecting evidence.
Alright, bridge down.
That thing looks like it's ready to collapse, at least more than it did before. According to Bikini, Eagle Mountain is very prone to earthquakes. Which reminds me, if my memory serves me correct, Edgeworth isn't exactly a fan of earthquakes.
Oh yeah, that's true. I mean, you know, witnessing your father die because of an earthquake, you know, might have something to do with that. Well, it wasn't the earthquake that killed him, it just... Well, anyways, that was a whole fucking show.
There's a narrow path going off in a different direction than that of the main hall. Looks like someone's taken the effort to write to Heavenly Hall in the signpost. That really is more of a dusty bridge than a dusky bridge. That kidnapping incident happened here 11 years ago, so maybe it's cursed too.
Oh, true. That was 11 years ago. When the initial incident occurred. True.
Asakura Temple doesn't have a single private phone line, and there aren't any houses in the area, so I guess Bikini is the only one who uses this. I really wish I had brought my cell phone with me.
A lot of things would have been very different, actually.
It looks like there's about 20 yards to the cliff over there.
Actually, no, they would not have been. Things would, even if he had been able to call the police, he would have absolutely ran all the way to the bridge to try to save Maya, because I mean he would need to warn her at least. And just because the bridge is on fire would not stop him. It clearly did not. The bridge itself did, but you know, that's less his fault and more just gravity's fault.
I can't see the inner temple from here. I really hope Maya's okay.
Well, that's that. I should check this out.
February 9, Heavenly Hall. Looks like no one's here. Larry! Larry! I have a moderately attractive woman here between the age of 20 to, you know, 60 something. Larry? I must not be here. Loris! I was sure he would be hiding here. Guess I'll try again later. Look at this graffiti scrawled right on the front of the shack. At least he managed to get a pretty good likeness. When I really think about it, I guess art kind of suits him. I mean, his very existence is an art of sorts. That stuff is really ruining the beautiful atmosphere around here. It's all inappropriate. Like Sister Bikini in a bikini. I've gotta think of the kittens.
That does not help.
The snow is really piled up on the straw roof. It's otherworldly, like something out of a fairy tale. Well, the roof part anyway. The sign says Heavenly Hall. Guess it's pretty fitting if you spend a night in this little freezing shack. You'll probably find yourself at pearly gates by morning.
Death. That's what.
It's the famous Eagle River. I got to try out its rough rapids the other night. They say it has a really strong current.
Where did he land? Or where was he exactly rescued from then? Like, is it like a shore that the river just, you know, drops all the corpses on, or did he swim to safety? Did he hit a rock and just because of his absolute unkillability, he shattered it in half before, you know, finally slowing down enough to, you know, get to safety?
That's a very strong current, and they weren't kidding. It's both powerful and fast flowing. I was dead lucky. I mean, lucky not to be dead. There's Dusky Bridge up there. It's amazing how clearly you can see from so far away. Larry supposedly saw everything through the shack's window. Not much light gets down here, so it must be pitch black at night. But this area was probably illuminated that night because of the burning bridge above.
Okay, that's all that's here. Don't need to do any more investigation here. It's all good. I went to the wrong fucking way. Sorry. I slipped on a banana peel. That apparently is a real risk here. February 9, Hazakura Temple, main gate. Please, it's for the art's sake, I swear.
There's only one guy I know who would be this persistent and high-strung.
I'm talking about the heroine here. The heroine in my book, it will make you famous. You selling heroin here? Enough. A fool is foolish. Oh, fuck. Oh god, I'm not ready for this. A fool's fool fools fools, who foolishly accept the foolishness of a fool's fool. Wouldn't you agree, Phoenix Wright?
Huh, me? Wait a second, I know you. You're, Ow!
Your reflexes and mine need to shape up.
My brain's sprang like a sunny side up and you want to grill me over a name?
Francie, you can't do that. Even as we speak, Nick's on the brink of death. Or so I'm told. Whip a dead horse? Isn't that one of your American sayings?
No, it's not, and I'm not on the brink of anything.
Come on, Nick. Tell her, would you? Tell her she needs to model for my new picture book, Francie's Whippity Whip Trip. Go! Before you ask me to model, learn to at least... Wait, what the fuck? Learn to give at least semi-coherent testimony.
And before that, you'll have to learn how to live a semi-coherent life, Larry.
I don't care what anyone says. I'm telling the truth. I saw what I saw. She flew, I'm telling you. Whoosh! Just like that dude with the red underwear. What? Do I think I'm gonna forgive you guys when you come crawling back to apologize? Off he goes.
It's amazing how little has changed with you in the past year, Phoenix Wright.
Oh yeah, it's only been a year. Sorry, let me just look at the surroundings first.
There's one impressive gate. Compared to the Gandu of the main gate at the Von Karma estate, it's but a pet door. It looks really idyllic with all that snow on it, don't you think?
I mean, I would be surprised if there isn't a pet door at the Von Karma estate.
All that snow? Don't make me laugh. This is by a light dusting where I come from. Don't make things up just because you think I'll never get to see it for myself.
Oh my god, is that foreshadowing that we're gonna go to the Von Karma estate at some point?
You can see the main hall from here.
They had a dog? Von Karma doesn't really come off as a dog person. None of them. Edgeworth included.
I wonder how the head nun is holding up. Oh wow, is that an inkling of human kindness I sense? Ow! Do you enjoy causing other people pain with that sharp tongue of yours? It's nothing compared to the pain you cause with that leathery whip of yours.
I mean, admittedly, human servant was more what I was going for with the pets, but okay, I mean, I can imagine Edgeworth having enough of a heart to care for animals. He's not an evil or cruel man. He's just a little stoic. Okay, that sounds a lot more like Edgeworth. Fuck. That anime sounds fucking insane, actually. Oh. Well, okay, now that makes even more sense, because he apparently was a little bit of a hard ass growing up. And that would do it.
I'd love to know what that thing was used for on the night of the crime. Huh, you still thinking small, I see, Phoenix, right? Or perhaps not at all. That's why you will never defeat me. I'm sorry to burst your bubble, but I don't recall ever losing to you. It's time for us to settle this once and for all with one final showdown. Looks like she mentally blocked out my victories over her from her memory.
Bell Tower. We have still not gone to the Bell Tower. I think we really should look at the Bell Tower. Oh yeah, the... I don't remember... Is it more specific than just a horse whip? But like, I know what you mean. That actually... Honestly, that would have made more sense, but her having just a straight up whip is a lot funnier, in my opinion. Like, I honestly, if I was told that I'm gonna get, well, I was. Oh yeah, actually, riding crop. It probably has a more specific name, but I know exactly what you mean. Because like when I was told that I was gonna get whipped in court, I kinda expected it to be that and not like a literal whip. No, I don't think Von Karma would put a collar on Phoenix. Any of them, not specifying which Von Karma, would just, you know, call him a dog and whip him. Oh, okay, as children, got it. Okay, that actually makes... Oh, so the whip grew up as well. Aw, she's had one lifelong friend, and that's her whip.
There's a quaint little bell tower. I never would have thought that something this horrible was about to happen when Iris rang the lights out bell that night.
We still haven't talked about the bells ringing, but that is very much something that happened. And I'm not sure if Phoenix actually remember to tell this to Edgeworth or not. But still, I feel like putting a collar on somebody, first of all, means that you would want to be associated with that individual, and I don't think that's the case here. Let's get one karma.
Have you been in Germany all this time?
That's right. Extending my perfect win record, naturally.
Oh, Joey, sounds like she hasn't changed a bit. Has it really been a year since we first met?
I am Franziska von Karma, the protege.
I see.
I gave up a promising career in Germany and came to this country for one sole reason. Revenge.
Franziska was born and raised in Germany and became a prosecutor at the age of 13. My father was a legendary prosecutor, Manfred von Karma.
I mean, I'm surprised that there's even more background to the characters in the anime than in this game. Because, like, when I initially heard about, like, oh, there's an anime about this, I was like, how could they possibly get enough content for, like, a, how could they have an entire series out of this? Because wouldn't it be, like, it would probably need to be quite short, or this is, like, few episodes. But then, the more I played this game, the more I'm seeing there's so much fucking, every episode is just one longer and longer mess than the previous one. Oh, it's the anime effect of just like a of like a big explosion or like that kind of a gust of wind, I imagine.
Did I read this already or not? My father was a legendary prosecutor, Manfred von Karma. He had a perfect win record for 40 long years, but now he's gone from this world.
Yeah, so since I've been called out on making this claim multiple times, I'm kind of getting the sense that Manfred might be man dead. He might not be around in the living world. I mean, what the fuck do I know, I guess. Oh, that... I love that kind of exaggerated shit. I really need to watch this anime at some point.
Don't tell me you still hold a grudge against me because of what happened to your father.
And Phoenix, right? You will fall before me. This I promise. But it will be for my sake, not my father's. Are we clear?
Yes, Crystal.
Her name's Franziska. Don't mix up your women, Phoenix. In truth, I was shocked. I came back to America with the intention of defeating you. Instead, it was my little brother who was leading the defense. I mean, okay, that would probably be pretty smart to just, like, have, like, you could have, like, a comparison point. Are they, like, how is it paced? Is it, like, episode per case, or like a season for one game? Because, like, honestly, that sounds like it would have been a great experience to first play the game and then simultaneously watch the anime. Okay, so I'm guessing it's like season per game in that case. But honestly, if we see Manfred von Karma come back from the dead, I'm gonna fucking lose it. Worse than I did in all the previous times that I did, and I will again. Jesus Christ.
Edgeworth, come to think of it. Edgeworth was pulled into being a prosecutor by Manfred von Karma as well.
Miles Edgeworth told me something very interesting, you know? He says this case has a special significance to you.
Because it does.
And that's precisely why I am here.
Your personal involvement will make crushing you into teensy-weensy pieces all the better.
Oh, okay, only 2 seasons. So it's... Got it. The story goes, like, follows the trilogy story, but is done into, like, a, is done into one show. Got it. Man, that sounds neat. That's honestly... That's a piece of media I never expected I wanted, but sounds great.
It's probably the fever, but she's so openly hostile that it's almost kinda cute.
Ow. No smacking?
No whipping the stick.
Is that foolish fool? Doing such a foolish favor for such a foolishly foolish fool.
Edgeworth.
Make no mistake, Phoenix, right?
I came here for one thing, and one thing only,
to pulverize you.
It's not like I thought you were here to bring me some Cold Killer X, you know?
That's a nice callback. I went over the whole case file on the flight over.
You read the whole thing?
Yes, every last word of every last sentence of every last paragraph. Yeah, Phoenix, she knows how to read, unlike you. All the ridiculous things you did made it very interesting read, you know? Attempting to cross a burning bridge. Did you even consider the dangers?
No. The only thought in my mind was, I have to get across.
Huh. A fool who doesn't think is more foolish than a fool who foolishly thinks. I have to agree with her. You could have, like, a fool who thinks, you can kind of predict where their logic is going. A fool who doesn't think, you have no clue what they're gonna fucking do.
Gumshoe said he would let me know once the bridge was prepared. Maya, she's got to be okay. I just know it. Plus, I need to ask her about what really happened at the inner temple that night.
Hey, you wanna talk about this?
How about this?
Yow! I refuse to help you, Phoenix, right?
I should have known better than to try.
Okay, I'm not gonna ask her anything. How the fuck does that happen? And what is it with anime and having an obsession of having episodes fully taking place on a train? Now I get the connection, but I don't know if I... Anyways, before I say anything stupid, I'm just gonna move on. February 9, Hasakura Temple, Main Hall.
Also, one long side.
Oh, actually, I also realized that despite Phoenix spending time at the Hori Clinic, which, God bless his soul for, you know, surviving a night there, but like that's not the word, the right phrase. But like, I'm so glad that we got out of there without, you know, actually talking with the director. What the fuck even is this series? Yeah, well, I'll see when I get there.
Sister Bikini?
My, I didn't know you were here. How are you doing?
You don't have to pretend to be in a good mood for my sake.
I suppose I've made a terrible mess of things, haven't I? I let Mystic Elise die, and then there's Iris as well. That Iris statement leads to fucking nothing. Like, yeah, I mean, I kind of let Elise die, and then I'm just kind of on the fence about should I actually also blame this whole thing on Iris and have her get, you know, sentenced to death or whatever, or not. You're really doing nobody any favors.
Mystic Elise, now that I think about it.
There's an acolyte stuck at the inner temple. And that poor little girl has gone missing too. Yeah, actually, I have seen clips of the trailer for the Edgeworth games, and it did seem like that did not take a whole lot of. Don't remember seeing any of it actually take place in a courtroom, so that would make sense. It's kind of interesting way to turn the thing around, or the like. I mean, I guess it's a spin-off. I think so.
That little girl? You don't mean Pearls, do you?
Yes, I'm afraid I do. Yeah, like, nobody even told Phoenix about Pearls. Like, I guess Phoenix never asked. She hasn't been seen since the morning of that incident.
Pearls, she's missing? Why didn't anyone tell me about this? It's an altar. It looks a bit old, but someone does a good job taking care of it. Speaking of altars, I remember seeing one like this in Korean Village last year. I guess they really do have something to do with spiritual power after all. There's a laughably large Magatama on the altar. If I can see Cyclops with the tiny Magatama I've got, I can only imagine what kind of power this bad boy has under his hood. I bet the writing on these sliding doors are instructions for spirit channeling. Kinda like how we scribbled math formulas on the bathroom walls to remember them, because we couldn't go to the bathroom during tests, and I can't read these walls. I've only seen a layout like this when I saw this really old Japanese movie on TV. Wow, this hibachi press here really puts out a lot of heat. Just thinking about how happy we were sitting here eating pot roast and gravy. The stack of straw zabuton cushions. Maya told me this type of zabuton is called enza. Suppose if it never come here, I would have missed out on all these new things.
Well, that gave me no new information, but I shouldn't be surprised too much. Alright, Iris. I must be getting old. I think I've seriously lost faith in myself.
Are you talking about your performance at the trial today?
You believe me, don't you? I'm not a liar. I would never lie. I know what I saw. I saw Iris pull a sword from Mr. Gilly's body that night. I'm certain of it. It is true. Had Maya not been, literally locked on a desolate island, so to say, by the forces of nature, she very well could be the lead suspect in this. God himself had to stop her from being here, so she would not be arrested again. At least I was until this morning.
I don't see any side logs, so she must be telling the truth. So why are you so unsure of yourself all of a sudden?
You know that artist who testified after me? I saw Iris flying, her white hood fluttering. I felt like I might start flying myself. Was he just huffing all up the smoke? Or what the fuck was up with, like, the way he described it literally seemed like he was actually on acid. Why, I saw that man testify so fervently about something so impossible. I started to wonder if I had acted just like him when I was on the witness stand. Okay, it was not because Larry was convincing. It was because he sounded insane and she's worried that she did as well.
I wouldn't take that guy too seriously. He's an artist, but all he draws is trouble, and nothing else.
To be honest, it was still a really nice bridge. I couldn't do any better myself.
If both Bikini and Larry are telling the truth, that can only mean one thing. They both didn't see what they think they saw. On the night of the incident, you met Iris at the inner temple. Is that correct?
That's right. I'm sure it was Iris.
Well, Iris claims she was in her room in Hazakura Temple.
I knew I shouldn't have come back here that night.
But because you did, Maya is stuck all by herself at the inner temple.
That's true. Larry is a unique creature. I'm not sure if I'm allowed to say man without Edgeworth just like manifesting himself in the room and beating me up.
Yes, you did. Maya is stuck all by herself at the inner temple.
I'm so sorry. The traps in that place are nothing to shake a stick at. Winter is especially bad.
I'll bet the training hall looks like it's about to fall down any second.
Eagle Mountain has always been prone to earthquakes, just so you know.
Earthquakes?
Yes, I wouldn't be surprised if the next big one levels the training hall.
We got to get Maya out of there, fast.
But still, there's really no need to worry. The area on the other side of Dusky Bridge is isolated like an island. I called it an island! Holy shit, I called it! This is a really weird bingo card moment. Should I start a bingo card for... Well, it's kind of late now. Maybe I'll craft a bingo card for the Apollo games. Okay, that's an opinion I have never heard before. You're completely valid in having it. But also, what the fuck? Like, Larry, okay, he's cool in his own absolutely twisted way. Wendy, she's unhinged, so I cannot judge her, but like, that is one hell of a fucking character.
Is that an island? How so?
Well, the only thing that the side of the bridge is the only thing on that side of the bridge is the inner temple. No one lives out there, and it's surrounded by on all sides by the river and or the forest.
Ah, I see.
Okay, now I'm just like, now I'm just imagining that the Edgeworth. Since I know nothing about the Edgeworth series, I know very little. I'm not sure even what the gameplay is like. Is it like a what's this called? A text-based whatever. There's a word for it. I know there's a word for it. I can't remember it for life. Anyways, because I don't know what type of a okay, so you do get to walk around. So like, I'm just imagining that the Edgeworth games are like those RPG Maker horror games, where you're investigating cases, but if you're too slow, Wendy's gonna appear and, you know, catch you. Yeah, okay, so like, I figured that, you know, it would be like a point and click. This is a... I need to check this term. It's gonna bother me for the rest of my fucking life. It's a very simple term and I've used it multiple times. It's like what date everything is as a genre. Shit, where do I have... Surely I have... Can I just... I'll just open up random fucking... Visual novel! That's the word I'm thinking of. Because these games are mostly just visual novels. Oh my god. What a simple word to just completely forget. So a criminal would be trapped should they choose to flee in that direction. And as long as the bridge is out of commission, he or she will have to stay there. So there's something going on, like, this is a weird case. Because especially with the disappearance of pearls, the way Iris describes things, there's another party involved. There's at least one person we haven't met yet, who most likely... This is the killer situation from the second game, I feel like. There's a hostile intruder in this area who committed the crime and also kidnapped pearls. Or then somebody that we know committed the crime, and then... No, actually, no. I don't think Miss Bikini would have been able to do that, considering her Brokeback Mountain kind of shit and, you know, overall shortness of breath, height, and just strength. So there's gotta be somebody here. I know for a fact. But I'm really eager to see how this plays out. And the fact that there's still somebody missing, somebody we don't know about yet, means that this case is gonna drag on for a long fucking time. Most likely gonna be finished this only next week.
That means Maya could be stuck out there with a murderer and with no way of escaping either.
Maya would win. Doesn't matter who is, Maya would win. Oh dear, yes, I suppose it does.
Please, Gumshoe, get that bridge up faster.
At least Oaksnim.
I'm curious about a few things, if you don't mind. Answer some questions.
Oh, do you need to know my measurements for your investigation or something? Funnily enough, that's not what... Just because that was what I was talking about doesn't mean that I need to know that, actually.
No. I want to know a little more about the victim, Miss Elise Oaksnim.
Yeah, like, I cannot wait to see what the bridge is gonna look like when it's fixed. Because we know what he's like when it comes to handiwork. You should not trust that man with a hammer, or a nail, or a screwdriver, or a plank of wood. Okay, you know, that's actually really funny. The idea of Gumshoe, like, yeah, he's working as a detective here, but he was also hired as a carpenter. Like, it just happens, it's out of coincidence that he's also the guy fixing the bridge.
I want to know a little bit more about the victim, Miss Elise Oaksnim.
I'm afraid I don't know her waist size, or her bust size for that matter. Really not the question here.
No. I'm wondering why she came to stay in a place like this to begin with. I mean, she told us herself that she wasn't here for spiritual training.
My, you make it sound like this place is some sort of a dump, Mr. Wright. Mystic Elise was here to soak up the natural beauty of Eagle Mountain, if you must know.
There, you did it again. Sister Bikini. I notice you always refer to Miss Oaksnim as Mystic Elise.
Oh?
Yes, now why is that? After all, she's not here as an acolyte.
No. No. Hmm. No, wait, wasn't it already established that they're related? They're slightly related. Somewhat related. No, they're not related, but this place is related to the Korean spirit channelers. But no, couldn't be. Could she be related to Morgan? No. No. They wouldn't do that, would they? Of course they wouldn't. No, they wouldn't.
Yes, now, why is that? After all, she's not here as an acolyte.
Oh, we address all our visitors as Mystic. It makes their experience feel authentic. Isn't that right, Mystic Phoenix? No, Mystic Wright? And anyway, she's older than me. You must respect your elders, you know. What? What? So we were yesterday talking about how Wendy is an eldritch being. The embodiment of old. Are they saying that Elise is also an eldritch being? Of terrible history and power?
How do you know that? How can you say that for sure that she's older than you?
Phoenix, it was nice knowing you. Well, I wish I could say that, but it was knowing you. Are they sisters? Huh.
Seems Miss Elise Oaksnim was no ordinary visitor after all. And there's Pearls. She was with Miss Oaksnim on the evening of the murder, and now she's vanished. It's all got to be connected somehow. Why did Pearls have to get mixed up in this mess?
Please, Mr. Wright, I know you're worried, but try to keep it together.
Oh man. My head's throbbing so bad, it's killing me. Pearls, she was with Miss Oaksnim on the night of the murder, remember?
Yes, but I have a temple to run, you know? I was busy preparing for the training. I didn't see the little darling even once after we'd finished eating dinner.
The murder, it didn't take place right in front of her innocent eyes, did it?
Would be the first time. But wouldn't be the first time she's at a crime scene. According to the detective, she hasn't turned up at her home either.
Come on, keep calm. There's one place left where pearls could be. She just has to be there. Come on, Kamshu. Tell me you'll be done with the repair soon.
Okay, that would actually make sense. That Pearl would have, you know, went to hang out with a Maya. Which would be the smart thing to do as well.
About this picture.
Oh, that old thing. I always turned those reporter types away in the past. I was so insistent this time.
Iris?
Oh yes, Iris loves to be the center of attention, you know.
Really? I find that kind of hard to believe.
Interesting, new information. Want to talk about this? Let me see. Well, as you may know, in order to see reality for what it truly is, we strive to break our attachments as much of the transient material realm. I guess you could call me an immaterial girl.
I'm guessing she makes an exception for fine dining.
Can you tell me about this? Well, look what you found. Master of the Korean channeling technique, Misty Faye.
Well, this woman is Maya's mother, huh?
It's been nearly 20 years since Misty disappeared. And apparently she intended to pass the torch on to her daughter.
Her daughter? Don't you know who her daughter is?
Well, I myself am part of a branch family of the Faye clan. Even I am not private to get that kind of information when it concerns the main family.
Bikini doesn't seem to know Maya's standing within the Faye family.
Do you have spare ones? Like, easily available? Well. That's a demon warding hood. Acolytes are highly suspectable possessions by evil spirits, you know. That's why we always wear these for protection.
Iris gave this to me on the night of the murder. But then I went and fell into the river and got this nasty fever. Though maybe if I were to wear this hood, it would make my fever go down faster.
I don't think so. Cults and spirit powers have nothing to do with each other.
I'd crush a man's hope.
I see, you still should stay warm. It's missing Elise's staff. The crystal spear really is missing from it.
My spear was found near Dusky Bridge, right?
Yes, even though I'm sure Mr. Elise was in Hazagura Temple that entire evening. No. No, doesn't want to talk about them. What about this picture? Honestly, it's like the end of the world.
It's not a good thing, that's for sure.
You think people have the gall to call this kind of scribble by the name of art?
Huh?
If that's the sort of standard you need for the artist these days, I could be a pop diva.
Sure, but what about the contents of the picture? What do you make of that?
It's definitely the end of the world. Oh, yeah, you know, true. As this crystal spear, it's not from a demon warding hood, but I would guess it serves a similar purpose.
If it's not from a hood, then I guess it really is from Miss Dugsnim's staff.
Look at the blood on it. Oh, poor Mystic Elise. She did it again, and she's not even gonna acknowledge the thing. Okay, we're gonna try the Amagatama just because I want to see what happens. And what I need. It's not gonna be something I can do yet, but, you know. It's 5 locks, which is a lot. At least Dugsnim.
It's the beginning. The truth is becoming increasingly clear to me. I'm convinced that Miss Elise Dugsnim had a special significance to this temple. As to why she has special significance, I believe has something to do with her true identity.
What on earth are you talking about? She was... Mystic Elise was an author, just an author of picture books.
To be honest, I had my suspicion almost immediately after I met her.
Suspicions?
Yes, but I didn't have any evidence to support my theory, though. But now I do. This piece of evidence proves Miss Dugs's true identity.
We're gonna get back to that later.
I don't think I have enough evidence yet. I should investigate and gather some more clues before I try again.
She's still terrified, though. Good. Instill the fear of God. Or whatever spirit they believe in into her.
Oh yeah, because he completely changed, like...
Oh, true. When I talk about Edgeworth, you must be very happy to have such a fine mentor.
Mentor? No, he's just a friend.
Oh, you naughty devil. Always a joker, aren't you? Ho, ho, ho. Aye, he seems like a lovely young man. Like the kind you can always count on.
Yeah, it's kind of depressing how much faith she has in him.
She ships it. You certainly have some unusual friends, don't you, Mr. Wright? Ho, ho, ho.
Friends?
A fancy-pantsy painter is one thing, but whipping the judge is just bad form.
Well, do you think you could drill that into her head for me, please?
What a disgraceful young man!
If I was seen through him, huh?
How could he sit there and claim he really saw what he drew in that picture? Although the portrait he did of me was rather flattering, I must say.
Still, it's not like Larry to make something up that might get a woman he likes in trouble. There's more of that sketch of his that meets the eye, I'm sure of it.
Anything new to tell about Iris? Please tell me what's going to happen to poor Iris. If she was to be found guilty,
Well, I wouldn't accept it. But your testimony, Sister Bikini.
Oh wait, that was her saying that I wouldn't accept it. I can't help my testimony. I saw what I saw. It's up to a pro lawyer like you to deal with problems like that. Ah yes, way to shift the blame. How can I ever make up for this?
Make up for what?
By allowing harm to come to such an important person.
So I was right. Mr. Oxton wasn't just any old visitor here.
It's all my fault, isn't it? All my achy back's fault. Now Mystic Elise is dead, and an acolyte is trapped inside the inner temple, and that poor little girl has gone missing too.
Missing? I hope that's all it is.
Oh dear, I've got to train to withstand more pain, don't I? Look, Gumshoe. No. Have you seen this man? No, okay, maybe that's for the best. Oh dear, I wonder where on earth this little girl has wandered off to. She's nowhere near the main hall, that's for sure. As long as Pearl stays away from Hungry Maya, I think she has absolutely nothing to worry about. Literally nada.
Marcellus Maya and now Pearls. How much more pain is this case going to cause me? Not to mention this fever is giving me a killer migraine.
Pop a Tylenol, you bitch. You got 87 slots. You met Mia. Nope. She's a very important visitor, you know, an honored acolyte.
She is? Do you know her or something?
The Vey name is synonymous with the current channeling technique. Therefore, she must be a spirit medium of great power indeed.
Looks like Bikini is in the dark. She doesn't seem to know that Maya is the daughter of the Master of Kurain.
Well, that's all we can do now. Off to the courtyard. Who's gonna be here? Gumshoe? No, Gumshoe's at the bridge. Gonna be Edgeworth. Francis. Oh yeah, I was like, shit. Like, I should have asked Larry about the picture if he could tell me more about that. But then I realized that, like, it's not Larry who's waiting at the main gate. It would be the whip of Francisca. And Francisca herself, but I think the whip is gonna be doing all the talking. February 9th, Hasagara Temple Courtyard.
Inspector Sister Bikini witnessed the incident. It's hard to imagine she was lying on the stand, so maybe there are some clues that have yet to be found.
Bleh. Sorry, I'm struggling with my words.
The Shikishido. It's great. It's right. It's there in Mr. Ami's right hand. But it was proven in court today that it wasn't the murder weapon. Given the design, it must have been used for some pretty gruesome things in the past.
Nothing like a. Actually, I'm not making statements. It's not the time for that.
Mr. Oxton and the staff. I definitely remember there being a crystal spear attached to the staff. I guess Larry eventually found the spear near the foot of the Dusky Bridge, but what was it doing all the way out there? There are a few of these stone lanterns scattered around the courtyard.
I thought that's a bird feeder. My bad.
Without the city glare to compete with, I imagine they would seem a lot brighter. I guess Mr. Bikini must light them now, since Iris can't be here.
Step ladder.
The main gate's on the other side of the stone wall. The difference in elevation is almost 10 feet. That's how steep the seal side is. That's also the height the body fell from, according to the autopsy. Is it possible that Miss Stark's name was pushed from the top of the wall? They get quite a bit of snow up here in Eagle Mountain. Around here, skis aren't just for fun. They're tools for getting around.
As they were originally designed to be.
But the sled, now that's gotta be for Bikini's own personal entertainment.
Yeah, most likely. Huh?
That building up there is the main hall. It was where we were staying.
Wait, what? That's the main hall? Oh, wait. No, never mind. The map doesn't show any more detail.
It's kind of funny because it was built on a very steep slope. If you enter from the main gate side, these rooms above me are all on the ground floor. Apparently Miss Doigstein was staying in the corner room. I guess that's where she was pushed from that night.
Interesting. No slides loose, no slides loose. Okay. Well, there's nothing going on here. You can get any new info or anything like that. I would need to find my way into the place where she was staying. Unfortunately, that's... Is that Gumshoe? Hey! What's that jarring, considerably loud yell?
So this is where you've been. Keep it nice and warm, I see. Detective, have you finished repair?
The bridge? Yeah, I did. I told you I'd let you know. Holy fuck! He did this so fast! Well, then I'll come along with you and...
Sorry, ma'am. No one authorized entry. Access is restricted to people involved in the case.
What was that? I'm involved, aren't I? You couldn't get much more involved than me.
Well, yeah, but that's not what I...
Ah! It's been a while, Scruffy. It's...
Miss... Von Karma!
Damn, can't believe she killed Gumshoe. Sister, please, leave the investigation to me. My, well, you certainly seem to have everything under control. I am on your side. I won't do anything you don't want me to.
As you worked up in the guild on Iris.
What's that you daydreaming about things, right?
Ow, that hurts, you know.
Silence. I, Francisca von Karma, will personally guide you through your investigation, so you will follow me.
She's not seriously going to follow me around, is she?
Ha! Okay. So about that dog comment earlier. Oh boy. I know for a fact that Maya was a leash kid, but Phoenix? Don't know about that. Cool. Wow, actually impressive. How did he fucking pull that off? I mean, he didn't touch the ropes. Which, I mean, makes sense. How could he? But, like, if it works, it ain't stupid, but I'm really scared of this bridge. I'll just check the heavenly halls first. No, there's nobody here. And Francisca is not commenting on anything either. Alright, off to the Inner Temples. February 9, Inner Temple Gate.
Things have certainly become a lot more hectic than before.
Zema commence with the investigation. Oh! No, wait, that's actually... Mr. Nick.
That voice. Pearls.
Huh! Well, that's... Okay. And Mr. Nick. Mr. Nick!
So you were here, ever since that night.
I was so lonely I thought I was going to die. When I woke up in the morning and saw that dusky bridge was gone, I realized I was all alone.
She was all alone.
It must be very trying for you, little girl. Ah, you're... I am Francisca von Karma, the prodigy. There's no need to worry now that I'm here. You're the prosecutor who was so mean to Mr. Maya last year. Well... I don't like you. You're nothing but a little girl without your whip. Damn! Fucking destroyed by a 9-year-old. Mr. Maya didn't do anything wrong, but you were so mean. I'll never forgive you.
It looks like Pearl's words are getting under her skin. Yeah, why are you whipping me? I didn't even say anything.
You didn't have to. The smile on your lips gave you away.
Anyway, Pearls, weren't you here with Maya?
I'm sorry, it's all my fault.
Huh? What are you talking about, Pearls?
Wah! Missing Maya.
Hey, wait, Pearls! She just ran off. Ow!
That was cruel, Phoenix, right? To make a little girl cry like that is inexcusable.
What was that all about? Pearls acting like that. It's giving me the creeps. Guess I better take another look around since I finally got a chance. Especially something about this place seems different from 2 days ago.
Yep, I'm already seeing few things here.
Look at all the Buddha statues lined up along this path.
Phoenix, right? Do you think this is how many siblings the head nun has?
Why don't you ask her the next time you see her?
You know what? I think I will.
She'll probably slap you for prying into her private affairs. There's a weird smell coming from the incinerator. The door is also open, almost like it's begging me to look inside. Well, let's see what stunning clue is concealed in here, shall we? Huh? It's empty.
How naive of you, Phoenix, right?
But it's a bit strange, don't you think? Francisca von Karma? I seem to remember... There was snow on this incinerator the first time I saw it. In other words, someone's been using it to burn something recently.
And listen, Phoenix, right? It's impertinent to call people by their full name.
I was only copying you.
Phoenix, right?
What? I knew you would stop calling me by my full name like that.
Was this once a prosperous port?
A port?
Yes, that metal hook is a mooring post for boats, you know?
Oh, that's an anchor for one of the wires that is used to hold up the bridge.
Yeah, Phoenix is just trying to adapt to the situation. Francisca is having none of that.
I think the wire that was tied to this port was snapped when the bridge burned down. I mean, there's no way there was ever a port all the way up here.
Well... in a span of 1,000 years, it's not an impossibility, actually. Just don't get smart with me, Phoenix, right?
But I didn't say anything.
Oh, that was the inner monologue, but because for some reason Phoenix doesn't have inner monologue and all the information is shared with people around him, they hear it. Okay, now, while I completely understand what you're saying, there definitely is a pattern to Phoenix always needing to have a younger lady with him on investigations, but I would highly protest the statement of help him, because thus far Francisca has been nothing but just eager to whip him, which I guess is no worse than the help that Maya normally does, except for that 1% of the time when she locks the fuck in and saves the case. So I guess we'll see, you know. To be honest, Francisca did already kind of do that once, so yeah. Yeah, this works.
It's an unusually long bridge, isn't it? I would say it's about 20 yards. I guess the gorge is too wide to cross with a piece of rope or wire, huh?
How do you know what a yard is? Or especially, why do you estimate, if you lived most of your life in Germany, why do you estimate with yards?
Therefore, no one has crossed the gorge in either direction since the night of the murder. A simple yet sound deduction, wouldn't you say, Phoenix Wright?
Cool. There's no birds here, which actually bothers me a lot.
Besides this inner temple. I don't know how you're reading it, but it's incomprehensible to me. Actually, I can't read it either.
Feigning comprehension isn't a very good habit to have, Phoenix, right?
She looks really happy to have finally caught me on something.
This whole scenario is fucking insane. This must be the doors that leads to the inner temple, when Maya Fey was training us the night of the murder.
Yes, there's a solitary room there called the training hall.
You could do with some training yourself, Phoenix, right? I mean, you're not wrong, but there were birds on the other side of the bridge that also has snow. I feel there has to be a reason why it's so cold, so quiet, so cold, dead quiet.
Ow!
You're completely out of shape.
I don't know how much more of this woman I can take.
Oh yeah, this. I could definitely picture like a chariot moment. No, actually that's a. No, yeah, no, it is pronounced chariot. Moment where a Francisca is just like I think there's a Simpsons episode about like a it was like a fat kid camp or the whatever the fuck that was, and they had to like pull like a cart with somebody on the car whipping them forward. I could definitely see this turning into that really fast.
There's a little gate that leads into the garden. There's no entry on the sign though.
Come now, Phoenix, right? What are you doing? Let's go in. It's half open anyway. What harm could come of it?
There's no entry. We cannot enter if there's no entry. Duh.
Don't you Americans enjoy doing whatever you like and then simply say whatever?
That's got nothing to do with anything. And who told you that?
Okay, that's all that's here. Got it. Off to the training hall. What the fuck? Who put a psycho lock on there? February 9, Nerd Hall Training Hall.
Huh?
What's wrong? Why are you so quiet?
Maya, she was supposed to be in here training.
Yet it appears she's nowhere to be seen.
What's that? That's a strange lock.
There are secrets behind this door.
It wasn't there 2 days ago. This whole room is really giving off some strange vibes.
I cannot wait to start cracking up psycho locks. With like Francisca in the room and her being like, what in the devil is going on here?
It's an antique dresser.
Don't you dare open it, Phoenix, right?
Now I know how Maya feels when I tell her not to touch things.
What a pity, it's full of nothing but old clothes for the acolytes.
I thought we weren't opening it.
I'm from the prosecutor's office. I can do anything.
Yeah, you can do anything, except stand up to a 9-year-old girl.
To be honest, that's the correct amount of how would I say? Correct amount of sense to maybe not start a fight with a 9-year-old. What do you think this yellowish poster is, Phoenix Wright?
It's a scroll, not a poster. It's a picture of a woman who's actually... Huh.
I mean, Pearl is ready to throw hands with whoever crosses her paths. Her path. Or Maya's path, I guess. As well. A woman? I don't see any woman here. There are feet there. Do you not see feet? Oh, fuck. I outed myself big time with that one, huh?
There's a different atmosphere in this room since the last time I was here. No, it's not a different atmosphere. It's different smell. It's gravy.
What? What's the matter?
A scroll. It's been completely covered in gravy.
There are implications to this that I do not necessarily want to start thinking, but I'm thinking of them anyway, so I'm gonna voice them out like the very generous individual I am. Somebody smeared gravy all over Misty Faye's picture so they could lick it up. Problem being that the only person that was supposed to be here would be Maya, and that would be a little weird. Not maybe the weirdest thing Maya has... okay, that would probably rank up as the weirdest thing Maya has done thus far. Not really her style. Somebody else must have been here. Ah, yes. There is very appetizing smell in the air. But gravy is a type of sauce. So when you run out of paint, you Americans use gravy as a substitute, I see. Oh. Fuck. I guess it's not the normal reaction for a person to have. Is why would anybody pour... Oh, god damn it. This poster told more about me than it did about the person in it. Great. And also... this is so true. I'm not American, but this is so true.
No, no one does that. For starters, it stinks.
That has never stopped anyone. And that also, once again, based on what I know, there's definitely something Americans would do.
This must be the gravy that we had with the roast on the night of the incident. Why would anyone do this? Why this scroll?
Hanging scroll updated. Touch to see where before and after we under the check screen. Misty face images obscured in gravy. What the fuck am I reading? Oh, okay. So... this actually has implications. Oh yeah, people like... anything that sticks, people will paint with. Unfortunately, there are no limits to that.
The scroll shows a picture of Misty Faye, master of the Korean channeling technique. But why would anyone cover it in gravy?
There is one very specific reason. And, yeah. Well, I don't know how to what extent that is yet, but I'm reading up on things here. Based on the information we have. But I still would be rather shocked if Maya is the killer. I mean, okay, it wouldn't be the weirdest thing, but it wouldn't be the most shocking thing. Out of all the people here, actually, it could be Pearls as well. Okay, it's more like that Pearls would have killed, Elise than Maya. I think Maya is not capable of, like... Maya is not capable of physical violence. But there is nothing that would stop... Like, there are no limits that Pearls would go to defend Maya. So, you know... we'll see. And also, I think Maya could have absolutely yeeted her across the entire gorge.
I'm covering in gravy.
I can't make out of what's drawn on this scroll at all. I'll never understand you Americans and your so-called artists.
Artists? Yeah. This door. When I was here 2 days ago, that weird lock wasn't on it.
Those chains, it's almost as if they're guarding something inside that cavern. I've never seen a lock quite like this before.
I have. I've seen locks and chains just like this before. They look like... just like the ones that guard a person's secrets during a psych lock. I wonder if this lock is guarding something too. Dark secrets in a dark cavern.
What took you so long? Thought even you would manage to get here faster than this. Whoa! Okay, what the fuck? I thought that was gonna be Maya! Oh my god! White man jump scare. Actually, anyways, close enough. Sorry, let me take a double take on that.
What took you so long? I thought even you would manage to get here faster than this, Mr. Wright.
Prosecutor Godot? I didn't know you were here.
Prosecutor?
How come you didn't show up at the trial today?
Huh, I could ask you the exact same question.
Huh, but I had a cold, so...
I had something slightly more important than a common cold to deal with. The importance of which is something you have no hope of ever understanding. Enough. I believe I have the measure of you. You are the very worst kind of prosecutor. What could be more important than a trial? Honestly, comparing him to a Kool-Aid man is really fucking accurate. He just fucking bursts into a room, a coffee in hand. God, man, this game does not make any more sense the further you get in it. Who's the wild mare tried? God. Some things never change, huh?
And this is Miss Von Karma. She was the acting prosecutor in your absence today.
Huh. Well, I guess I owe you one then. But you can go now, princess. It's time for big boys to take the reins. He's such a womanizer. Just who do you think you are? Is this case mine? Hey, Philly. Know your role and shut your mouth. I can't stand women like you. I'm only going to say this once, Lady Von Whippingberg. Go home. Oh my god. Phoenix Wright.
What are you hitting me for?
Huh. You deserve more cracks of the whip than that, right?
Oh, what?
You still don't get it, do you? You love saying that. You don't realize that you set something in motion that you'll never be able to undo.
There's something different about Godot today. I'm getting such a strong sense of something from behind that mask of his. Is it anger or is it sorrow?
Well, I don't think it makes much of a difference because you're never gonna know who's behind that mask. I think that's 2 cups of gravy, actually. Or, no, probably just... Oh, wait! Le Blanquette.
Like this wafer thin mattresses.
I'm sorry, Phoenix Bites? Wafer thin?
Yeah, you know, thin like a wafer. In other words, uncomfortable. That's how we describe things like these mattresses. I guess you must say wafer thick or something like back in Germany.
Not about the mattresses. Certainly not. You know, Americans actually do have a habit of, like, using food to describe literally everything. Like, hamburgers are everywhere. Every single thing. It is a nothing burger. The hamburger model. Just hamburgers overall. Kanai has cheeseburger. Very American. Anyways, so what stopped you?
You had some important business and that's why you weren't in court, huh? So what was it?
I've told you once before, but perhaps you don't remember. I've returned from the depths of hell to do battle with you. You see, try it. I've experienced something most have not. Death. Is that why you have white hair? Honestly, it wouldn't be the wildest adaptation if this was actually Virgil. seeks to be the strongest prosecutor.
You died?
Of course, being extradited from hell is a tedious affair. The meticulous regeneration and adjustment of all your internal organs is... Well, let's just say modern medicine allows us to live to a ripe old age. Even someone like me.
So you mean that mask you wear is...
This ugly device, I promise it's not a fashion statement, my unenlightened friend.
There is actually no fucking way. There is no way that what he just said was not hyperbolic. Are you actually telling me that somewhere down, like, at some point in history, Phoenix set off some kind of a rock slide or whatever that got Godot crushed or into another kind of a dangerous danger in some sort of a risk that got him absolutely fucking mangled, and he died and then was brought back to life with, you know, cybernetic bullshittery. There is no way. But I wouldn't put it past this game.
Without this, I can't see your frequent dumbfounded face.
I didn't know.
My eyesight is pretty messed up. Even with these huge goggles on my head, I still can't see everything. Still, I keep this worn out piece of junk of a body going with a regular servicing.
I'm sorry, but you say you experienced death? How is that possible? What happened?
Why don't you ask him?
Huh? Me?
Yeah, that's right. You should know all about it.
Wait, no. Okay, I shouldn't make guesses. I should not make assumptions. There's too many things I cannot remember and too many things that I... Oh my god. Jesus Christ.
You know when my life ended, and who ended it for me.
Where did Phoenix Wright? And do you?
I don't know what he's talking about. Although, to be honest, I feel a little tug at the corner of my memory. How do you know about how Godot was killed?
You will all become clear in due time. Isn't that right, Wright?
Can't undo? Control Z?
Really, you say I've done something I can never undo. What did you mean by that exactly?
The inner temple here on this side of Dusky Bridge is an isolated island.
How were you here first?
That's what Sister Bikini said too.
And I wonder, Wright, do you know what the police are doing here today?
What do you mean?
They're searching for any trace of an acolyte who went missing.
Missing?
As leader of the search party, I can tell you this with absolute certainty. Maya Fey is not on this side of Dusky Bridge.
Fuck.
She's gonna be the main suspect. Damn it. Huh? But that's impossible. She came here that night and...
I won't say it again. The chances of her being here are nil. Excluding, of course, one very unique place.
One? Where is that?
The sacred cavern, the entrance of which we are standing at right now. This is the only place that the search party has yet to explore.
They haven't searched that cavern yet, huh?
Be aware, though, that the temperature inside frequently falls below freezing. Even if she were in there, the chances of her being found alive are slim at best.
No.
Which means, right, that you sent Maya Fey to her death.
You fool. If that's the situation, why aren't you in there with a search party right now?
You must have blinders on, my equestrian angel. Don't you see the big locks and chains?
these horse girl references are actually fucking insane.
It's a trick lock. I'm making preparations to open it as we speak. Well, Wright. Once again, a woman dies because of you.
Once again? What are you talking about?
Don't tell me you've forgotten.
Yeah, I mean, okay, I know who this is in relation to, but I'm still trying to figure out as to like how literal is any of this, and also how much is actually Phoenix's fault, because last time I checked was the second case of this entire trilogy. Phoenix didn't really have anything to do with that. If I'm correct.
It was only 2 years ago, after all, when the last unfortunate woman died because of you.
Because of me?
And do you know who that was? It was Mia Fey's sister, that's right, Mia Fey.
Mia?
You killed her.
No, that's not how it was.
It was 2 years ago. Mia Fey was pursuing someone, a man. But she bit off more than she could chew. She made a very dangerous enemy.
Yeah, that's one case I'll never forget. But I got that guy, personally.
Sure, Miss Fey's murder was caught, but that won't bring her back.
Well, no, but...
You were with her at the time, you and no one else. It was your responsibility. You should have protected her. You say Mia Fey was your teacher. Well then, I'd say you've learned nothing, Wright. You robbed her of her life, and now you've let her sister suffer the same fate.
I haven't sentenced Maya to death. No.
I mean, Phoenix was literally just a passenger, an absolute passenger princess in all this that conspired. But I guess a bit of spying would have probably helped him to make better choices. Fuck. What is this peculiar looking lock? Why don't we just break it open? It would be simpler matter of.
I'm afraid we can't do that. This area has always been prone to earthquakes. The repeated tremors have weakened the foundation of the training hall. Any excessive force used to break the lock open would, well, let's just say the inner temple and the sacred cavern would be a thing of the past.
Very well, then dare I suggest the obvious solution of opening it with the key?
Huh. Sure, just show me where the keyhole is on this trick lock.
There's no keyhole?
That's right, an interesting puzzle, huh? The person who set this lock is the only one who can open it.
Then who was it?
Simple, the accused.
What? Iris?
When an acolyte undergoes training inside the sacred cavern, the attending sister is responsible for locking the entrance. Obviously, the night of the murder was no exception. Maya Fey was to train in there.
Mr. Bikini did mention it a number of times now that I think about it. She said that Iris was left in charge of supervising the early stages of the training.
So Iris, the accused, is the only one who can open this lock. I've arranged for her to be brought here now.
Iris is the only person who can open this lock? I hope she gets here soon. Hang on in there, Maya. We'll get you out.
So, I should be getting back to work.
Wait, Godot. How sure about Maya are you?
There's no doubt in my mind. She's in the sacred cavern somewhere. It's the only place she could be. You better start praying. You better pray that friend of yours brings the accused back here soon.
Edgeworth?
Listen up, Wright. There's only one thing I want to say to you before I go. I'll never accept you. Never.
Huh.
Dang. You should choose your friends more carefully, Phoenix, right?
That's what everyone says. Looks like I don't have much of a choice. I guess I'll just have to do what I can for now.
Well, darn. I kinda wanted to show him things, but I guess not then.
I don't know, should I?
No, wait, someone talking to himself. That would be Larry. So unless someone's talking to himself.
It sounds like someone's talking to himself, but where's that coming from?
Oh, Gumshoe.
Yeah, I guess I better wash that off. That's what I'll do. No, but I can't do that. I'm a detective. My brain. This is driving me nuts. He hasn't had any donuts recently.
Is there something troubling you, Scuffy?
Please don't whip me like that all of a sudden, sir.
It was merely a simple greeting, a friendly tap on the shoulder with my whip.
So what's up, Gumshoe? Is something on your mind? How did you know, pal?
Perhaps you were trying to decide if you wanted to wash that off or not?
How did you know, sir? Oh yeah, I nearly forgot. You can't go through that little gate there, okay? You mean that one says no entry on it? I, kinda already snuck in there. Is he trying to be clever or something?
And so what's behind there, Scruffy?
Huh? A kind of garden-like garden. A garden? Yeah, anyways, under investigation right now, so keep out. I'm not telling you, I'm asking you, pal. You got me?
Is it normal the other way around?
Well, see you later.
So, shall we adjourn to this garden proceedings, right?
Of course, what else would we do? I really want to know what Gumshoe was thinking of washing off.
Okay. I guess into the garden we go. Ha! I don't know. I normally like to keep my, blood rituals coherent and somewhat organized. February 9, Inner Temple Garden. There's a strange feeling in the air. I wonder what it is.
Strange feeling? Forget about that. What's that strange writing on the stone lantern? What are you doing here, sir? I thought I said you can't come in here.
Don't you know, Scruffy? A one comer will always show up wherever there is a clue. And there are plenty of clues to be found here.
But...
Wait a second. Wait a second.
Oh, fuck. I need to make that joke at some point. I can't believe I didn't figure it out yet, but like... oh, boy. Okay.
What the heck is that? Uh-oh. You spotted it, huh, pal? Are you kidding me? It couldn't be more obvious.
It says... Maya.
Yeah, and before you ask, it's written in blood.
You will answer all your questions now, Scruffy. Without exception.
Yes, sir. There are a couple of torches here. I guess you need all the light you can get up here in the mountains. Yeah, I was looking at those things, pal. It looks like they've been lit pretty recently.
Recently? How recent are we talking about?
As recent as the night of the murder. Maya was training here on the night of the murder. It's no unreasonable to think that these were lit up at the time, I guess. A little lantern, a little statue?
It is certainly a quaint little garden. Oh. Oh well, what is this huge bowl here for?
Oh, I know this one. It's a water bowl, isn't it?
Everything else is completely frozen over, but the ice in the bowl has been broken.
That's true. I wonder if this has any impact on the case. Well,
he broke it, didn't he?
I doused my face earlier with the water in this. I was getting kinda sleepy.
Gah! Next time you're sleepy, you need only come to me. Got it? Oh, does she have a some melatonin prescriptions? Okay, well, great. No, wait, melatonin is for... Well, that would be for sleepy pro... I fucked it up. I fucked it up. -2.
Well, this is odd. There's no snow on the ground here. It's almost perfect rectangle. It couldn't have happened naturally.
Yes, it appears as though someone has carefully cleared away the snow. No, that was you, wasn't it, Scruffy?
Huh? No, it wasn't me, sir. It was already like that when my men and I got here starting the investigation. If it wasn't the police, then who did it? Oh yeah, there's something I need to tell you, just between the three of us, okay?
What is it?
It's top secret, you can't tell anyone, got it?
Understood.
Well, when I was a kid, I got knocked out of the local wrestling contest, you see.
Fuck. Oh, man. This is great.
I was so disappointed. I just picked up my mouth guard and cried all the way home. Man, I got in so much trouble when I left it on the couch.
Is that it?
That's it. Ah! I recollect the snow away must have had a reason. Though I can't even begin to imagine what that reason could be.
This is fucking insane.
So, how's the Inner Temple investigation going? Yeah, the best forensic team in the world working there in the place.
Forensic team, and what was the outcome of the scientific study?
Nothing. Scientifically speaking, the place is as clean as a whistle.
That's simply not good enough, Scruffy. Do you think I'll let you get away with that?
Uh-oh. Well, there was a couple of things that bothered me when I first got there, sir.
The stone lantern and the surrounding area that's not covered in snow, correct?
They look kinda fishy to me, you know, scientifically speaking. So I got the lab boys to look them over. This is where it's kinda hard to say, actually. I guess I better look into them myself. About Maya. Oh, did Mr. Godot tell you yet? Yeah, so we heard. He's got a search party out looking for her. But there's nowhere else you could have disappeared to on the side of the Dusky Bridge. And all we can do is wait for Mr. Edgeworth to get here, pal. Edgeworth? He's escorting Iris, the defendant over here.
We'll have to wait since she's the only one who can open the door to the sacred cabin.
Oh, I think Mr. Edgeworth wants to talk to you about something too, pal.
Huh?
I wonder what that is. Just don't be expecting any good news when you talk to him. When I spoke to him, Mr. Edgeworth sounded so down I felt like I was drowning. Sounds pleasant.
Bloody writing.
Maya, so these letters are written in blood? Yeah. What's worse, it's the victim's blood. Huh? This Mr. Duke's name's blood? We haven't done a detailed analysis yet, but it's looking that way, pal.
Most interesting. Phoenix Wright. I presume you know, don't you? Why Maya's name is written upside down? Because she was doing a handstand and her nose started bleeding.
You know what? That was really bothering me too. But I just came up with the answer, the result of my own special gumshoe investigation.
Special gumshoe investigation. Okay, let's hear it out. And really, do tell.
Well, on the night of the murder, Miss Outlander was upside down.
You know? That... Yeah, no, I could see that. Yeah, you know, that would explain the snow.
Somebody ripped it out of the ground, with naturally the ground coming with the lantern. Is part of the decor. And flipped it upside down. And you know, yeah. Well, yeah. Gumshoe figured it out. Yeah. Anyway, is there really only one logical explanation to this mystery? Miss Elise Stokesnin wrote these letters herself, in her own blood.
You must be joking, that's impossible. When the writing in the victim's blood and the other clues left behind, it seems pretty likely that this garden was the scene of Miss Elise Stokesnin's murder. At least that's our current theory of how events took place, pal.
What? True crime scene.
So Miss Stokesnin was killed here?
Wait. Fuck. Is Doik's name an anagram of something? I'm not sure. That name has been fucking with me this entire goddamn case.
Now when I look at it, that's what people are saying now. Then what Sister Bikini saw in the courtyard the main temple was? Well, what was it? If that wasn't the scene of the crime, what did she see? What do you think, Miss Von Garma?
Surely a special Gumshoe investigation would reveal the answer, no?
Now wait a sec. The bloody writing and all the other clues here. Someone could have easily set all that up after the murder, right? Sorry, but that's not an option, pal. Why not?
How quickly you forget things, right? Ever since the incident occurred, this place has been completely inaccessible. Because Dusky Bridge was completely burned out.
I was overseeing repairs to the bridge the whole time. No one came over here before me and my men. Which means no one could have planted all this stuff here, pal. I can't think of a counter-argument to that. I knew it. I should have washed the blood off the lantern as soon as I got here. This really was the scene of the crime. And I need to figure out exactly what it was that Bikini actually saw.
I mean, I think this is wonderful for the defendant, actually, or accused, as Godot likes to call her. I don't think Iris is a particularly French name, but you know. Well, that's all that's here. Do you want to tell me anything more about anything else? Like, do you know about the gravy?
Do you know anything about this scroll detective? Huh. Well, I know it smells great. Yeah, this is the kind of weather for some steaming mashed potatoes and gravy. I really love that stuff. I eat so much that my... Ah!
Have you nothing else to say about this than your inane ramblings about gravy?
Not really. Let's leave it at that, okay? I followed the ins and outs of it, but it turned out that this wasn't the murder weapon, right? If what Sister Bikini saw is right, then no, it's not. She said the murder weapon was thrust into the victim up to the hilt, but the blood stains on this are inconsistent with her story. Don't worry, pal. I'll uncover the real murder weapon. If I haven't turned it out by spring, you can take my badge. The case will be long over by then, Gumshoe.
And I'm shocked to see if you still have your badge by spring. Okay, Gumshoe, give me your best explanation to this picture.
It was like a circus today in cards. All thanks is a little sketch.
At the risk of repeating myself, you really ought to choose your friends more carefully, feelings, right?
Okay, I know Larry's a bit out there, but he generally wants to help Iris, I'm sure of that. He wouldn't have produced this for no good reason.
You are nothing more than a marshmallow on the inside. The both of you.
This was found close to Dusky Bridge, wasn't it? That's what the artist guy said, yeah. Right after the defendant flew over the burning bridge. According to his testimony, she dropped it when she landed on the other side. This crystal didn't belong to Iris.
The crystal had dropped out of Miss Elistoxim's staff.
And there are traces of blood on it too. The real question is, what was it doing near the foot of the Dusky Bridge?
Any info on this?
When he made this photo of the crime scene. It's really gruesome. All I gotta say is that the killer is messed up in the head. It turns out that the Shikishita thing wasn't even the murder weapon. So then, why would someone stab in the victim like that? That's the mystery we're here to solve. Well, this detective Gumshoe, any thoughts? Yeah, well... It's pretty chilly today, huh? My brain doesn't work properly in the cold.
Perhaps we'll just have to wait until summer when it's warmer.
Oh no, my brain doesn't work properly in the heat. I'm kinda weak in the head.
At least he At least he knows his strengths and weaknesses. I hope he knows his strengths as well, but he at least knows his weaknesses.
There's some things you shouldn't address, Gumshoe, especially in front of her. I've seen Mr. Edgeworth for about a year. Talk about a long time. Do you know why he moved overseas? I don't know. Probably to look cool. Huh? There's a long way attached to doing research overseas, you know? Once I done my stint in Paris, you have to call me Monsieur Gumshoe.
That's true. He is an absolute unit of a detective. And whenever he gets fired, he's an absolute unit.
People really don't get Edgeworth, do they?
Is his own fault for not explaining anything about himself?
Wow, what a beauty, huh?
Ah! What was that long pause for, Scruffy?
That's a real nice brooch she's got, too. Ah! She needs to learn how to give compliments faster than Francisca gives slashes.
Oh yeah. The brooch was also in the part of the was part of an earlier case, but I don't remember exactly when it was involved. There's something with a diamond. Yeah. Tell me about Larry.
He was busy like Stokeston's apprentice, or so I heard. Well, I suppose you could call him that. The guide reporter of me, you know. Well, lucky you, I suppose. Yeah, but I had to pay him 50 cents for it. That's pretty awful. You're not really enthused about the guy either, huh? Well, he made a mockery of the court today. I'm almost sure he did on purpose, too.
Wait, are you saying Larry is a conscious agent of chaos and he's just not an agent of chaos, but unknowingly?
I don't know, I'm not so sure anymore. The clues we found today have turned this case all topsy-turvy. I can see how Harris could have done it now.
Oh, how interesting, Scruffy. Sadly, I don't share the same sentiment. Prepare yourself well for tomorrow, Phoenix, right?
Why does every prosecutor want to burn me at the stake so badly?
I don't know, just something about your face, I guess. I guess just see your hair and they're like, that would lie really well.
She sure was a mysterious person. Her real name, her past, is all a complete mystery.
Still, it strikes me as odd. Why would someone who wishes to remain anonymous become an author?
You know what probably happened? I bet you didn't know her books were gonna be such a success. And that's what I think. She's a sweet old lady. She doesn't look like the lying type to me. But there was a problem with her testimony, wasn't there? Yeah, but I don't think it was her fault. She was just trying to say the right thing and it came out wrong, that's all. I know what it's like, happens to me all the time.
For a detective, you're completely lacking in powers of observation. Damn. Tell me about yourself.
Yeah, you wanna hear something, pal? Come on, I know you do. Maggie says she's gonna buy me a new coat.
Oh! Might he be wearing a new coat next time we see him?
Really? That's great. Yeah, I think it's to say thanks for helping her out during the last case. Which means I can finally check out the stinky, sweat-soaked rag.
You mean you don't have any special attachments to that coat? And after all the effort I took to mail it back to you from Germany? Oh, true, because she had it. I completely forgot about that. Simultaneous when Phoenix failed to get the when Phoenix. I'm doing quotation marks with my fingers, but you get the point. When Phoenix forgot to give her whip back, she was carrying Gumshoe's jacket. True, or the coat.
Well, I'll be sure to take good care of it once it's retired, sir. That guy's got some more mysteries than a choose-your-own escapade book, pal. Yeah, I know. Trust me, I already know. Can't believe he skipped the trial like that without even getting permission. He'd have been fired for sure if he worked for a normal company. I never would have expected the prosecutor's office to be so lax.
Don't get the wrong impression, Phoenix, right? More importantly, doesn't it strike you as odd that the police are unaware of the man's medical situation?
Of course, being extradited from hell is a tedious affair. Meticulous regeneration and adjustment of all your internal organs is, well, let's say, Modern medicine allows us all to live to a ripe old age, even someone like me.
So that explains his clothing choice as well. Oh my god.
Yeah, why is he...
No, wait, sorry.
Yeah, why is he hiding that from everyone?
Additionally, it raises another question. Why did he choose to tell on you?
Yeah, why did he? Hey, look, it's my attorney's badge.
I love how he just.
Oh my god.
Ah, good one, pal. You're always good for a laugh with your little badge. I'm a real man, and a real man has a police badge. My badge is completely average size. Bigger than average. It's not made of paper. I swear. Apparently the girl was trapped over here since the night of the murder. Did she say anything to you about Maya? She wouldn't tell me. She's not gonna tell me something if she wouldn't even speak to you, pal. She was real upset. She wouldn't stop crying.
If feeling's right, look sharp and go comfort that poor young girl.
I will, trust me, I will. She cross-examined me once, you know? Yeah, that was us. The big guns locking horns. Witness versus lawyer. It was a battle of cunning tactics and tricks. But the witness isn't supposed to play any tricks. I can't believe she's gone.
Yeah, I mean, it's been 2 years already.
The situation hasn't changed. We still don't know anything about Maya's whereabouts. She's caught up in the sacred cavern, though. That's the only place left. Anyway, it's real cold in there. We gotta get her out fast. Or it could be bad, pal. Is there anything you can do, detective? What are we talking about? Huh? We're already on it. You could get a faster response from our computer. There's a Godot put everything in place right away. That guy doesn't mess around. Godot? Yeah, the coffee drinking mystery man who didn't show in court. I gotta say, he's totally made me rethink my perception of him, pal.
No clue which way that goes, but okay. Well, that's all we got here. Off to Pearls, I think. Damn, still no. Where the hell has Larry gone to? Huh, never mind. Nothing, no one. Whole place is fucking dead. Actually, did I ever explore this with Francisca? Don't think I did. I kind of believe I don't have any more options here. Actually, oh shit. It's quite limiting in terms of location. Can I even leave this place? Yeah, I cannot even go to the detention center. Interesting. I just actually, I think that's be something inconsistent the whole case, but I'm just... Oh, maybe they're already there. Oh shit, sorry, I'm wasting time. No, I must have missed something at the garden. Never mind. No, apparently. Pretty sure I showed everything to Gumshoe. No, actually, not everything. Yeah, the snowmobile is still a mystery. Yeah, I know. I mean, he kind of happens to be the only person I can talk to right now. Oh boy.
The victim. Yeah, and apart from the crystal missing from the top, there's nothing wrong with it. Ugh. I just remember something important. This is just between us, pal.
Is it going to have anything to do with the case, detective?
Well, no, but it's really...
He said I'm not interested. He was about to tell the wizard story again. Truly a shame that Francisca shot him down, but... He's busy, busy, busy. So I'm not interested.
Yes, sir.
Hmm. Nothing. Nothing.
That looks good. Is it cough drop? I tell you, pal, I've had a sore throat all day. No, that's my makatama. You can't eat it. Oh. At least he doesn't put stuff in his mouth first and ask questions later anymore.
Okay. Should I? Nah, nothing there. This is most bizarre. I'm not certain exactly what I'm expected to do here. I have given Gumshoe literally all pieces of my evidence, eh? I have talked to him about literally everything. Unless there's something I need to return to here. Hmm. No. I honestly think I have absolutely nothing new to ask him. So it's not Gumshoe I need to talk to. There's something I need to find from here, but okay, so the important thing is, first of all, there's two of these missing, but I don't remember if that was the case last time or... Actually, well, I did take the screenshot, but damn, I really should have compared it a bit more. I don't want to open up the screenshot because that's technically cheating, since it's not information that's relevant to the... Or it's not information the case is giving me. I mean, not that oh wait, this is not where I wanted to go. The concept of cheating is a little wonky in this anyway, so it doesn't make much of a difference. It's just I'd rather not start pulling up external sources here. Oh, Heavenly Hall! No. Motherfucker. You for real with this? I already thought this was gonna be it. I went the wrong way again. Fuck. There's something very simple I'm missing here. Did I get any new evidence? I don't think I got any new evidence. Yeah, I literally showed everything to Gumshoe. I showed every possible item here to Gumshoe, actually. Even the badge. Okay. There's nobody here. Important distinction here, or important thing to notate, is that there's the statue is actually holding pearl, or like the crystal, much like what a Miss Elise had. So, for all we know, that might have some kind of a indication on her background. Now I'm just very confused because, like, I imagine that I would at least have Miss Bikini here, but apparently no. I'm sorry to think that I actually am supposed to. I need to show something to Gumshoe again. Or that I missed the crucial evidence. Piece of evidence. Maybe I should try picking up the let's try picking up the little thing on the snow here. This were recently lit. I'm almost suspecting there's a secret passage here. Or something of the sort. Okay. Something I'm missing here. Let's try something here again. I don't know if there's something here I didn't show him yet. Of the autopsy either. Normally, okay, so I'm gonna, since I honestly don't know what I'm doing wrong here, I'm going to present everything to him, just so that I don't miss anything. Because I have this feeling that there might be, like, I do something very specific here to you, something very specific here that I need to do to, like, get forward. And whipped a couple of times. Yeah, I don't know. Anything else about this? No. I must have missed something. Like, it very much gave me the vibes that I would have missed a. So I'm not sure where Maya is around, or where Pearl is at right now. It's so weird that you can move between these two locations like this. I mean, it's not the weirdest thing, but like... Hmm. This time again, I get the vibe that there's nothing there. This is something that hasn't really happened to me in a long time. I've been pretty good at going forward in investigations ever since I figured out how they function, but this one is a little different apparently. No music, no nothing of note? Okay. Good to know. Which does imply that it's on the, like, if I miss something, it's at the, it's at one of these locations. Actually, not even here. It must be at the garden. Okay, so that means there has to be something in this garden that I have not looked at yet. So this place is the one that requires the investigation. So I'm missing something here. That much I'm certain of. It just I cannot rotate this area, and I also cannot see a single thing that the game would highlight at least. So maybe there's just something that for one reason or another it does not get highlighted. Like, something here. I need to do something specific so I can trigger something. Okay, is there any more information on this? I get that that's... I get that that's the, No. No. So it's a garden. The garden is the thing. I just need to figure out what here I'm missing. That's specifically really small that I missed. Where can I find my own self-esteem from here? Let's see. Surprise the brush, or the... Well, yeah, that's a... Yeah, it's a brush, I guess. Surprised that doesn't have anything to do with anything here. All the way over here, there's nothing there. It's a different zone already. Huh. Let's see. No fucking way. Oh, that's so small. I figured it would be this one, but like I literally I hovered over it so many times and it did not change. Oh, that's so fucking mean.
There's a jar of something poking out from the snow. It looks pretty old. There's a letter cord tied to it too. Apparently it belonged to the victim.
Timmy said he's dog's name?
Yeah, there's a broken leather cord around the lady's neck. The ends of the cord found on both the victim and on this jar match exactly. Sounds to me like this little trinket is going to be my ticket to getting some very big answers.
Correct Master's Talisman added to the court. Oh. One by Ali Stoic's Nim. Found in the garden of the inner temple. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. Are you... I don't like what the game is confirming with this. Okay, do you have any information on this, or do I just move forward now?
Everything must have been worn by the victim. There's no way of looking at it. You mean because of the matching leather cord found around the victim's neck? Yeah, I bet it was one of those things she always wore. I've got the safe driving charm I've been wearing for over a year now. If I ever get into an accident, guarantees that will be the other guy's fault. Isn't that supposed to stop you from having an accident in the first place?
I'm realizing I'm not slurring my speech, but it's not doing good with it. Okay. Game specifically wanted me to find that. Like, very specifically wanted me to find that. So, now we'll just keep going around. There we go. Edgeworth must have arrived. February 9, Hasagor Temple main gate.
It seems you have a visitor.
Mr. Wright? Iris, I'm really glad to see you.
Goodall managed to mobilize the police by claiming a state of emergency. Not him again.
Never mind him. We've gotta hurry up. Gotta hurry and unlock the sacred cavern.
I'm sorry, Mr. Wright. It's my fault someone is important to you is locked in there. Mr. Edgeworth, can we finish our conversation later?
Alright, let's hurry to the inner temple then. I'll see you later, Right.
Wait, Edgeworth, I'm coming with you guys.
Sorry, Wright, I can't allow you to come with us.
What?
I hate to be the one to break it to you, but my affair is in a rather delicate position.
What do you mean by a delicate position?
This isn't simply a rescue operation, right? It's also an investigation. That being the case, we can't allow members of the public to interfere.
Come on, Edgeworth.
If anything happens, you'll be the first to know. Please understand, right?
Where's Maya?
Mr. Wright, all that matters is that Mystic Maya is rescued, correct?
Listen to the voice of reason for a change, feelings, right? From now on, consider anything beyond Dusky Bridge to be off limits. We'll be going now. Excuse us.
This is no time to be standing around feeling right? Aren't there other things that demand your attention? She's right. Thanks for reminding me.
With me again, I ain't dead yet. February 9, Hasagura Temple, main hall.
Sister Bikini looks like she's shrunk some since I last saw her.
Don't be so rude, feelings, right? What's wrong, Sister Bikini?
My. Hello, you two. How are you doing? Wah!
Sound of that sigh. I guess she's still pretty down.
I was just here, you know? She was accompanied by the handsome crimson-clad prince.
Is she talking about Edgeworth?
It was just a courtesy call. I wasn't allowed to talk with her at all. Oh dear, it's all my fault that this has happened. Poor Iris, she was worried about my back, would you believe? What have I done to her?
Only what you had to do, sister. You bravely and truthfully testified about what you saw. There's no shame in that. And we'll see to that your testimony wasn't made in vain.
Well, I don't hear anyone else saying that.
Just absolutely piercing gaze at Phoenix.
Mr. Blue Suit doesn't seem to share your opinion, I see.
Yes, you did great, Sister Bikini. Absolutely spectacular.
You two are the only ones who have said that to me.
I can't shake the feeling that I just became a shield to a shrew.
Do you have a problem, Phoenix Wright?
Sure, she was brave to testify so truthfully like that, but I know she's still hiding something. Guess it's time to break those side locks of hers.
Alright. The big finale of this case. Well, not big finale of this case, the big finale of this investigation. I am almost confident we're gonna have a third day of investigation. And the upcoming trial that I'll be doing tomorrow is not going to lead to anything that certifies the case one way or another. It might give us put us on the right track as to what's going on, but once again, I believe that there is still room for one more mystery. There's a mystery faction out there, or something. There's a third party, whatever. Something's happening. Because thus far there is no good suspect that we know of that would have been actually able to commit the murder. Especially based on the information that we know, if we can believe Larry. Because based on the information we have, I did just have an idea, but we'll see where that goes. Elise Dugsnim.
It's the beginning. The truth is becoming increasingly clear to me. I'm convinced that Miss Elise Stokes' name had a special significance to this temple. That's why she has special significance. I believe it has something to do with the true identity.
What on earth are you talking about? She was... Mystic Elise was an author, just an author of picture books.
To be honest.
Okay, was she the author of picture books, or was it, like, how do you just, well, actually, never mind. There's probably a really dumb question that I already got my answer to by myself, which occasionally happens.
To be honest, I had my suspicion almost immediately after I met her.
Suspicions?
Yes, but I didn't have any evidence to support my theory, though. But now I do. This piece of evidence proves Miss Doigsnim's true identity.
Ah, yes. This is why I needed this. Yeah, I mean, that is completely true. The game has had absolute 180s. I'm actually surprised the Tiger case was a that one was resolved as fast as it was actually. Like, I expected there to be like one more trial, but we would like we want to establish a connection a little better. But no, we just immediately went to like, oh yeah, no, it was a tiger. That's it.
Miss Toxima has had this charm with her at all times.
Ah, where did you?
This isn't some cheap good luck charm either.
Then what do you think it is, Mr. Wright? What could a talisman like that possibly mean?
It's a talisman, is it? Interesting.
Oops.
This thing speaks volumes about who Miss Doixnim really was. Talisman and one other item unequivocally prove Miss Doixnim's true identity.
Let's scroll.
The painting is obscured by this gravy stain at the moment. But if you just give me a moment while I look it up. Well, this scroll shows the master of the Korean channeling technique. The crest at the top is a sign of that honorable title. The very same crest that adorns the talisman the victim carried with her.
Ah,
This crest is reserved for the master of Crane.
who on earth told you that nonsense? I've got no idea what you're talking about.
The new master, Maya Fei, told me.
What? What? You mean that acolyte is Misty Face?
Daughter? Yes.
Huh. Are you sure?
Well, it would be the biggest twist thus far if she would have been lying this whole time. Hell, if Maya was even, it would be the biggest twist if Maya was even capable of lie. She can commit all the crimes in the world, but not lie.
Yes, in fact, since her eldest daughter passed away, Maya's Misty Face's sole successor.
Huh? Misty.
Wow, that did it. Cool. Unlock success. Great success. At least Dogsnim.
And Mystic at least graced us with her presence about a week ago. When she showed me the talisman with that mark on it, well, I nearly fainted. No one had seen her since she disappeared 17 years ago, after all.
What is the significance of this talisman, sister?
The Kurain talisman, it's a symbol of the Master of Kurain. The bear must carry it with them always until their death.
Until their death?
So at least Doixnim was really Maya's mother, huh?
Yeah, okay. Yeah, the moment this started to get more complicated, this became unfortunately clear. I was just so hopeful that the game is not going to have an entire fucking 3 games of vaguely hinting at Misty. Vaguely, you know, making like claims of like, oh, she's either dead or gone or dead or gone. And then just fucking kills her all of a fucking sudden. In a very underwhelming manner as well. Well, okay, underwhelming is like, but like we got nothing out of her before she died. So while this isn't unusual for the game in terms of like how the suspect or how the victim normally is, that you just gotta like it's a new character that's introduced in the case, and you know, yada yada yada. You have something happens and the murder occurs and such. I guess I just feel bad for Maya for just like, oh yeah, she never how was it? She barely knew her mother to any degree. She was like, what? She was like 2 years old when Misty left. So like, damn, it's kind of rough.
She was Misty Faye, the master of the Korean channeling technique.
The truth comes out at last. Bruno Mars is gay. It looks like we're making some headway here.
Tell me, sister.
After 17 years, why did she choose to show herself now?
Because something happened that called her out of hiding.
What happened?
Well... Earthquake!
What's happening? I can't be. Edgeworth's biggest nightmare. Shaky ground time, or also known as earthquake.
Earthquake? Oh my goodness, the inner temple! This kind of tremor might...
Is the inner temple?
The sacred cavern in the training hall and might very well cave in.
What? Maya?
Ooh, did not have a cutoff there. Interesting. We're gonna finish the investigation before this ends.
It seems to have passed. Well, we can't just stand there do nothing. Let's go.
What? Where?
To the inner temple, of course. Where else? This is the beginning. We'll finish this later, alright?
Of course, you run along now. People may have been hurt. I must get some first aid kits ready.
Come on then, Phoenix, right? They won't bar you from entering as long as I'm with you.
Thank you. Right at the moment, I had the worst feeling in my gut. We just had an earthquake. I wonder if he's alright.
Also, maybe be worried of, you know, Maya, who might also be locked in a freezing chamber. But do worry about your correspondent as well. You look right. Are you thinking about my Edgeworth? Always. I mean, no, of course not.
Come on, let's go.
Let me just look at the... We'll just go right away.
Go hurry to the inner temple and...
Right.
Ah, what are you doing here?
Ugh. How could I have? How do you expect us to understand if you don't speak up?
Yow! Hey, why am I the one getting whipped?
Shh, she's gone.
No.
The defendant, Iris, she's gone. Gone where? She fled. She escaped. What?
So it was just now, during the... It's easy to see Edgeworth's one and only weakness. His fear of earthquakes.
That's a very specific... I mean, okay, it actually is rather common in America, so like I can understand it, but it's also a very specific fear. And it's also very rational, to be honest. I should have known better than to escort the defendant alone. As soon as the ground started shaking, everything went dark before my eyes, and I stupidly passed out. Good thing he wasn't on the bridge.
That incident haunts you to this day, doesn't it?
That's no excuse for letting the suspect get away. I can't believe I let it happen. Oh yeah, I mean, like, I completely understand why he's afraid of them. There is, like... It makes perfect sense that he's afraid of him. Like, he had the whole traumatic experience, caused his dad to die, you know, probably never particularly handled that. The man probably has never heard the word emotion, and, like... Yeah, so... and once again, earthquakes are probably rather common. So, like... So, on the scale of things for people to be afraid of, being afraid of earthquakes overall is actually quite sensible. Right, the inner temple area is a dead end, so she could have only escaped to this side. We haven't seen her. Then we need to get a manhunt underway now, and search Eagle Mountain from top to bottom.
Wait, Edgeworth. Have you thoroughly checked the inner temple yet?
Don't be ridiculous, why would I? The inner temple is like an island. There's no way to escape but to cross.
No, that's not it. Iris isn't the type of person to run away, Edgeworth.
What are you talking about?
Since the beginning mentioned something when we were with her. She said that the sacred cavern might have caved in because of the quake.
Then you think Iris might have gone to the inner temple to check out on the situation?
Listen, Edgeworth, I'm sure she's at the inner temple. A manhunt is not necessary.
Right.
Let's not waste any more time. We need to get to the training hall sacred cavern now.
Alright, let's go. Yeah, the whole Manfred situation was kind of fucked. It's still such a wild thing for Wong Karma to just be like, the damn Edgeworth just ruined my perfect score. It's got, god damn it! It's like, and then the first fucking instinct of that man during the goddamn earthquake is to just see like, huh, that would be Edgeworth. Maybe I'll just pull out a gun. Like, what the fuck? Okay, February 9 in your temple training hall.
Fortunately, the sacred cavern hadn't caved in, but what we found was something none of us could have ever expected.
No! More locks. More cycle. God, who keeps putting these cycle locks up? What kind of cycle keeps locking this place up?
How can there be
Even more locks?
What is the meaning of this? Iris. Iris, please tell me. What the hell is going on?
So because holy shit, we're going into another day of investigation. Or we're going the second part of a second day of investigation. What the fuck? This was wild. Oh yeah, because it doesn't say day anymore. He only said day in the first game. Yeah. Which I do like that. I think that was a really good change because it gives less of an inclination as to what happens next.
February 9, Inner Temple, Training Hall.
I'm gonna leave this here actually. I did not expect this to take a turn like this. I know it's a little early. It's a little shorter stream than usual, but I also don't think it's smart for me to start streaming Wilds now. I'm going to be debating with myself if I'm gonna take a day off from Wilds or if I'm just gonna do that off stream. I might play a little bit of, I don't know, maybe I should just take a day off. I shouldn't be too, like, I have long enough of history of, you know, being obsessive about video games, and I don't want Wilds to become a something that I feel forced to play just because. Yeah, I mean, I get a little bit of daily logins and like that, but like, eh. Also, in 20 minutes, I could only do like I could do that one difficulty 9 hunt, and that's it. Which is technically then it would take me only about 5 minutes to do the rest of the, like just do like really quick. It's better I don't. I think I'm just gonna I might play more Night Rain actually, or watch more House. I don't know. I should finish that season up because then I might take a break from the show because it's been. I've been watching for a couple months now. I've been very slow recently, but like, yeah. Anyways, I shouldn't. This is completely unrelated to anything I'm doing right now. So, gonna wrap up the investigation tomorrow. Pretty much no matter what happens, I'm gonna try to wrap it up, and then next week is gonna be end of this game. I'm guessing the trial is also gonna prolong a lot. Hell, for all I know, there might still be like a couple more streams of this. This is the finale after all. So then again, we had some pretty major revelations already. There's just a lot of questions that are left unanswered, and sometimes a trial can take a while. So we'll see how that goes. But if, of course, I'm efficient and I am good at this, which I am not, and never mind. But I mean, there's still a very high likelihood of me starting up Stories 3 next week, which, you know, will be neat. Be looking forward to that one. I simply cannot escape Monster Hunter, and I don't think I should. I'm really enjoying the series. Anyways, thank you all. That's all for me for today. Bye, C's. I think I'm mumbling at this point, so I maybe just get a good die. Shut the fuck up.
Bye, sis.